Good morning. Good morning and welcome. Good morning. Thank you for your patience and welcome to the day. It's good to see many of you again. I'm happy to be back. Grab some water, grab a journal and a pen in case you want to jot anything down. This is going to be mostly a practice session this morning. So just be easy. Be ready to be in your body. Make sure you're comfortable and warm. We're going to be taking care of our bodies today. We're going to be soothing ourselves today. We're going to be settling our bodies and nervous systems today. So, welcome. Welcome. You may want to have a pen and paper just to jot down any reflections and any exercises that are your favorites. So then you can try them on your own. Welcome, I'm Ziedah Diata, and it's good to see you.
Wake up, everybody. It's time to get up. Wake up, everybody. It's time to get up. Stay woke, stay woke. Stay woke, it's time to get up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke, it's time to get up. We're healing, we're dealing, we're growing. Together, releasing. We're teaching, we're moving. Together, we're learning, discerning, we're striving. Together, we're leading, connecting, transforming. Together.
Good morning, everyone. It is good to see you. I'm not sure if you can see my face yet, but I hope you can hear my voice. I am Ziedah Diata. I am an artist and I am a coach. I am certified in trauma informed and nervous system based facilitation. And so I'm always happy to bring you some juicy nervous system information and just to get us in our bodies to start the day. Good morning. Good morning. Yes. All right. Are you all able to see me? Great. Thank you. Thank you, Cassandra. All right, so we're gonna get started. Sometimes when I teach workshops, I do a lot of talking about the science. I'm not gonna do that today because I want to get us into practices. What I will say that the work that I'm doing and the work I'm sharing today supports your nervous system. And your nervous system is your body's main communication and regulation system. You can think of it like a superhighway of specialized cells that send messages from the body to the brain and from the brain to the rest of the body. But most of those messages are going from the body to the brain. And that's important because what you are experiencing in your body and the message that goes to the brain is what determines what resources your brain gives you. If you are not doing okay, if you're anxious, if you're upset, the resources that your brain gives you are the resources of protection. That's going to look like getting you ready for fight, for flight, and for freeze. Now, those are very different from the resources you get when your body is settled, when you are soothed. Then you get the resources of connection, and that is clarity, right? That is clear thinking. That is also empathy, right? It is the ability to do complex problem solving. You only get those parts of your brain when your body feels safe enough, and that safety is the message that's sent to the brain for those things to be released. So, what we're doing today are some exercises to introduce safety into the body through soothing and settling practices. All right. So, let's get going. And the first one I'm going to start out with, I've done with some of you before, but it's one of my favorites. And this one is bilateral tapping. It's bilateral because you are engaging both sides of your body, which also engages both sides, both hemispheres of the brain. And that's really important to give your nervous system some love. So, what you do is you just take your two hands and you cross them over like this. Take a deep breath. Just feel your feet on the ground. And you're just going to give yourself a tap. And you're going to play with the speed. You're going to play with the pressure. You're going to notice if it feels better with your eyes open or your eyes closed. And I'm going to stop talking for about a minute so you can be completely present in bilateral tapping, also known as butterfly hugs. You're soothing and you're settling your body. You're saying, I am okay and I am all right. I'm going to go about 20 more seconds with this one. All right. Oh, so release that with a sigh. And before we go on to the next exercise. I just want to check in and see if anybody wants to say how that felt. And good morning again to anyone just arriving. How did bilateral tapping feel to you?
Good
Mm.
morning, community. Please don't be shy. Let's raise your hand, and if you participated, let's share with the community how bilateral tapping benefited you this morning.
And you can also put it in the chat if you'd like. And you also might just be sitting in your body and enjoying the residuals, and that's all right too. Good morning. Okay, someone said, let's do it again. I'm good with that. So let's do some more tapping. I love that suggestion. Maybe it wasn't quite long enough. So we'll do a little bit more tapping. And then our next exercise, we're going to do some humming. And so I want to make sure we leave time for that. Put hands up again. Deep breath. Feel your feet and be present in your seat. You can also release with a sigh. If that feels good. Sighing is also a wonderful nervous system reset. And so you can pair it with other exercises if that feels good to you. What do you want to release this morning with your sigh? Oh, you're letting your body know that you are okay. And your neurons are sending messages to your brain saying, we are okay. Release the resources of problem solving, complex thinking, clear thinking. Release the resources of empathy because I am okay. Mhm. Okay, we're going to release with a sigh again. Oh. And how does your sigh feel resonating through your body? Oh. Feel your feet as we slow down to release this exercise. As you arrive today, good morning, grand rising. You're greeting your body and you're greeting the day. Maybe you let this transform and melt into a hug. Give yourself a hug and a squeeze today. A hug and a squeeze to greet the day, to greet the morning. Play with the pressure. Let your face touch your hand. Squeeze. You're telling your body, I am safe enough in this moment. Things may not be perfect, but I am good enough. I am safe enough to be present in my body in this moment. Okay. How are you all feeling? Hmm. Okay. You're loved and covered. Thank you. I'm glad you feel heard. You are seen, you are heard. We're going to take this squeezing, we're going to move this down to your belly. See if you can give your belly a bit of a rub. Say, I see you, belly. I feel you. Give your belly some love. Laura says, held and comforted. Ivory says, relaxed and safe. Healthy, wealthy, and wise says, heard. I'm not sure, but your name is Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise, but I love that. And so we're rubbing our bellies now. I know for me, I have some thoughts sometimes, some negative thoughts about my belly. And so this is a moment for me to turn that into love and compassion and self-compassion and to say thank you to my belly, even though I don't always treat you in a loving way. I want to say thank you to my belly, give it a rub. Oh, it's K sweetness. All right. Mm. Cassandra's describing the environment. I love that. The coolness, the darkness, the fans, and the house plants that have been around for a long time. What is in your space that is making you feel good and adding to your sense of safety? Mm. Cassandra has a piece called Belly Hang. I love that because my belly is hanging right now. And I don't always know how to be with that in a loving way, but in this moment, I'm loving up on my belly. So we're just rubbing, we're rubbing, and we're saying, I am okay this morning. You know, you can move if you're ready, we can move to a bit of more stillness with our belly, but we're still holding it. We're still holding our belly, and we're going to move into some humming. Humming is a wonderful nervous system regulator. Humming directly cares for your vagus nerve, and your vagus nerve is the master nerve of your autonomic nervous system. It's the master nerve of the part of your nervous system that deals with your automatic processes like breathing and the beating of your heart. So when your vagus nerve is healthy, you are healthy. And so humming is one of the things that helps to tone and care for your nervous system. And so that is our next exercise. So with your hands on your belly, you can also explore with moving your hands up to your solar plexus right above your diaphragm and below your breastplate. Or you can explore with having a hand higher up in your heart space, or two hands in different places. I have one hand on my belly and one hand up here in my upper chest. And what we're going to do is just some humming from the lower register. And we're just going to let go and deeply hum. Now, I know some of y'all can sing, and you can bring that to your humming if you want, but I want you to know you don't have to do that. You don't have to perform. You don't have to do anything big, but see what your body wants to do. And so I'm going to lead some low register humming for the next 2 minutes. Mm. Breathe in. Mm. Mm. You're going to continue and see if you can feel those vibrations down to your feet, up to the top of your head. Mm. Mm. Continue and explore with your eyes open, with your eyes closed, finding what feels most soothing to your system. Mm. Releasing, soothing, settling, safety. Mm. Two more before we close our practice and check in. Mm. course, you can continue humming if you'd like. You can also release with a sigh if that feels good and right in this moment. If anyone wants to share how they feel, you are welcome, so welcome to do that. And I also understand if you are deep in your body and deep in your quiet place, that that is all right too. But you are very, very welcome to share how this humming landed in your body this morning. I have so much gratitude for my time with you.
Good morning.
Yes,
Just wanted to say that I do guided meditations, but this really helped me feel calm and released and focused. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you.
Zaida, we also have one hand raised, and if you want to do a time check and with the community, and then after you do, then we'll take the hand from K Sweetness.
Yes. So thank you for that. And we are at 7:32. So we are a little over after I hear from Kay Sweetness. If there is no one else, that'll be the time for us to wrap up this morning. And I'll tell you a little bit about my upcoming art event after we hear a little bit about how this is all landing in Kay Sweetness's body. All right. Thank you for that, Kaisha.
Yes.
Shalom, beloved queen, warrior.
Good
So,
morning.
yes, grand rising, peace be upon
Peace.
you. So, yeah, the humming felt good, and I started to hug myself before you had said to do so. So, I was enjoying the spirit and the guidance, and the acknowledgement in my body, my mind, and the stillness. And then at the end, I felt led to I'm standing, and so I felt led to vibrate, meaning lift my heels up off the floor like in a small bounce. I felt led to do that, and then
Yes.
yeah, and then at the very end, I was I walked over to the window and did a sway with my arms, saying, "I'm ready to love you. I'm ready
Mm.
to love you." So, um, some things have been happening where people are not inviting me to love them. However, because of my decree and my purpose on the planet, I must always be ready to love. So at the end of the meditation, just for today, I'm ready to love. And with that, I'm complete.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing all the ways that you were led this morning and just how you followed that, how you heard that voice, your voice, and followed it. And so thank you for sharing that and your movement, uh, your your heel drops, you're moving to the window, and you're swaying your arms. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I encourage everyone to tune in to their bodies. I'm always making suggestions when I am here guiding and teaching in this way. And absolutely, if your body is calling for you to add something, to shift something, to stand up, to move faster, to move slower, to move your position, please do. Please do. We spend so much time ignoring our bodies and saying, not now, wait a minute, next year. And so when we have a moment when we can listen, we ought to do that. We ought to lean into that listening. So thank you for sharing that case, Weakness. Thank you. All right. As it is 7:36, I am complete this morning, and I look forward to being back next time. And I want to tell you a little bit about an upcoming exhibit, actually, an ongoing exhibit that I have going on right now that I'd love for you all to join me in.
Give me 1 second, please.
Sure. Mm.
Can you see the screen?
Not quite yet. It just says you're
Sorry.
sharing your screen, but I don't see the imagery yet.
Okay. Here we go. Okay.
Okay, now I see it. All right, community, this is what I wanted to share with you. I have an art installation up right now called Portals Traversing Black Continuums. And this is at 46 Washington Avenue, over by the Navy Yard area. And I'm working with two amazing artists and co-creators to create an interactive exhibit that's all about how the mundane things in life really can serve as portals to our past, to our future. And so it's a completely interactive exhibit. You'll have so much fun. The four portals that we are examining are mirrors, bags, candy, and water. Things that we engage with every day, but we don't often think about all the ways that they impact our bodies and our spirits. So our opening reception is past, but we have a closing reception on November 8th. From 6 to 9, there'll be food, there'll be a dance performance, there'll be interactive art, and we have an altar that we're asking you to bring something to that this resonates with you and that lightens your spirit. And so, Kaisha, if we go to the next slide, before the closing reception, we've had a series of workshops. There is one left, actually two. Those are my two workshops. Each of us have had our own workshops. Kendra J. Ross is one of my co-creators, and Monique Murray is another one. And we have different disciplines that are all coming together in this. On November 1st and 2nd, I am leading a workshop called Making Our Own Medicine, a Weaving of Words and Water. We'll be exploring the sound of water. We'll be doing some nervous system support exercises that will lead into the writing and recording of our own mantras that you can take with you out into the world after the workshop. November 1st and 2nd. And Kaisha is also going to put in the chat the link to find out more about the exhibit and to sign up for the workshop. So, as I said, the exhibit is interactive. I have a mural that I've created around water. And I'm asking people to add to the mural. So when you come, you will be able to draw and add your words and your reflections into the mural itself, how you feel about water, how water has healed you, how water has held you. And then also in the portal about bags, we'll be exploring our relationship to bags. You know, some of us have a bag of bags in our house. Some of us have bag stories, and we'll be exploring those. And with water and with candy, we're exploring our stories around those. So I hope you come. Please check out the link in the chat to find out about portals and come visit. And I thank you for that. And I am complete.
Wait, I'm sorry. I was trying to show your pictures for the art exhibit that you.
Okay.
Right, there we go.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so can you explain what's
So
happening here again?
sure. So this is that first picture that
Sorry,
is
there we go. Mm-hmm.
the water mural that I described. So this is taking up a full wall, and it's an image that just came to me. Uh, a woman of the water, who's also her belly is full and pregnant with who knows what, wonder, imagination, humanity, whatever you imagine it to be. And I'm asking people to share their stories of water, and you can see someone here drawing, doodling, writing, and you are just so welcome to add to this piece. It is ongoing, so whenever you come, please add to it. And that's the reception, that's the workshops. But also, if you check out the link, you'll also be able to see that Recess, which is the space, has open hours on Thursdays through Saturdays from 12 to 5. So you can also just come into the space when there's no event happening and participate in everything that is there. And so this is actually the largest piece I've ever created, and it was a lot of fun. And I smile so much watching people engage with it. And then the next image is of bags, um, a bag piece that we have on the wall. That's actually my husband, y'all. He came out on opening night. I was so happy to have him there. And we're asking people to share a story about a bag, about how, an experience you've had with a bag in your life, a special bag, an interesting bag, how it felt to carry bags in your life, or something that you needed to hold that was heavy. There's so many ways you can interpret the question. And if you come, when you come, you also get to read the stories. Some of them are actually quite heart-filled and heavy. There are some heavy bag stories, and you are welcome to share them all, whether they be light or heavy or someplace in between. So again, come out and visit us. The installation goes through November 8th, and it's at 46 Washington Avenue. And that's over there toward Wegmans, if you know the area, heading that way on Washington toward Flushing. All right, so yeah, come out to Portals. You'll have such a good time, and we'd love to see you. And this is how to find me. I'd love if you followed me on Instagram so you can see what I'm up to. That's where you'll find the latest updates. I also share my insights about the nervous system and some nervous system support and regulation exercises there. Please also come find me at my website, have lots of information there. My website is also where you can sign up for my newsletter, where I let you know about my art exhibits, my talks, and where I share videos on how to support your nervous system and take care of your body. Thank you. I am complete.
All right. Thank you, Zayeda, for your very calm in nature that you brought to the community in your session today. We really do appreciate your time. And community, if you would like to show your appreciation monetarily, you can do so in increments of $25 by copy and pasting or typing in this link into your browser. Um, this is these your funds help support the community as far as the technology that we use. Admin and facilitators are not paid for those who do not know. We are all volunteers, including your participation. You're showing up every day as a volunteer. So here, this is just a way that we accept love offerings in any amount that you choose, but these are just easier amounts to donate. Oops. And coming up next are two powerhouses of the community. Miss Laura Clark on Tuesday, she will discuss wise counselor. And on Wednesday, Miss Gina will discuss voting, vote as if your life depends on it. So come back and let's show these ladies some love. These would be, I think this week, this might be a week of women. This facilitators. So let's continue to, give homage to our longtime community leaders. And if you are new to our community, we welcome you. This is where we elevate and ascend Sunday through Thursday, daily of several different topics and interactions. So please come back and spread the word about this community so that we can, engage more and more people can become more holistic and aware of different topics that people want to present. And the Mother Wit Conference is coming up. Uh, Here it is going to be in person and virtual, as you can see. And here, this is where the Mother Wit, the Mother Wit, the title this year is "The Future of Birthing Is Now," and this is for mothers, grandmothers, birthing people, people in the community that assist other women. This is just for everyone. So to learn more, please go to the website bit.ly motherwit25 or use the QR code to register. And here is our schedule. Like as I mentioned, we are on Zoom Sunday through Thursday. However, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursdays is 90-minute session, and Monday and Wednesday is a shorter 30, 30-minute session. We do stream live on Facebook. We're on Facebook as we speak right now. So if you cannot log on to Zoom as you're moving throughout your day, you can also log on to the Facebook page, uh, through the Wake Up Everybody Facebook pages. And if you need a reminder, whether you want to do Zoom or Facebook, we have text alerts. Just pick up your phone now and text Woo Nation to 74121, and therefore you'll get daily reminders on the session for the day. And we'd like to thank you for joining us today and every day. And this is how you register. Um, these are all the prompts to use to connect with us. As I stated, we have two Facebook pages and Instagram, and we're also on YouTube where we're uploading our our previous recorded sessions. So also, if you have a care or concern or a question, or you can send an email to info.wakeupseries@gmail.com, and someone will respond back to you. However, these are all ways that you can stay in touch. So thank you. And I am going to stop sharing and ask all of you to come off a mute and give Ziedah some love and thank her for joining us.
Thank you, beloved. I
Yes,
appreciate you.
thank you so
Thank you
much.
so
very much, beloved. Thank
We
you, thank you.
for coming
appreciate you.
and
Thank you.
everything.
Love
Thank
you.
you. Have a
Thank you. Love
blessed
you,
Business
Thank
family.
you.
unfold, everything you put your hands to. May you prosper and be in good health.
Ashe. Amen.
Thank you. Thank you
Have
all. Thank
an amazing day.
Thank you so
Your
much.
time, your energy.
you.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. Ziedah, don't forget the debrief.